I'm back out at the range today. You know what we're going to do today. And of course there's the mighty Crown Vic. The mighty 17-second Crown Vic. Yep. And we had fires. We had a lot of smoke. Looks like a lot of it's cleared out. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And I got set up. I'm getting set up here. I'm going to take some shots, and of course what we're doing today is I'm going to see how my scope K31 goes. You saw my previous videos about the scope mount, the Bad Ace mount, and the things I've had to deal with about it. So I'll see how my hopefully what the final fix is for it. And as you can see, I put a cheek piece on it, took it off one of my other rifles. But so at any rate, that's what we're going to try today. And so let's cut to the chase and see if we can do some shooting. All right, guys, this is going to be the final nail in the coffin. We'll see how it goes. See if my tribulations and stuff with the Bad Ace mount pans out. We're going to find out here momentarily. So I think what I'm going to try first on this, I've already done a bore sight on this because I had the whole mount and all that stuff off, so I did a bore sight. It wasn't too far off, but I re-bore sighted it. And what I'm dealing with today is, or what I'm going to use, is these are Hornady 178 grain ELD match rounds, reloader 17 powder, 46 grains of it. These are reloaded into GP11 brass. And the base to ogive is 2-inch 250, which I think puts the round somewhere around 50 thousandths off the lands. But let's see how this thing pans out, boys. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, I can see that one. We are 11 o'clock. Top outside ring of the black shoot and see. So I'm going to take that as being a fairly legitimate shot. So I am going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down a little bit.
That's in the bullseye there. Yeah. I wouldn't touch it.
And I'm going to bring it over to the right a little bit. All right. All right, a little windy out here. Not bad though, at 100 yards. I don't think it'll affect it enough to make a difference. All right, let's see where we go now.
That's better.
All right, that's not bad. That's looks like that's at the bottom edge of the bullseye, the orange bullseye. Okay, that's good, as you may know. This particular load I've shot before out of other K31s, so I know it's a good load. So I know it's not going to be any errant rounds, or either me or the my setup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this should be, when I'm done, it should be like a 1,600 yard shooter with this scope, but it's a complicated fucker.
Looks like that one is windage is real good still. Looks like it's just underneath my last shot. So
Don't have it.
we'll see how this thing pans out as it warms up. That was the issue I had with it before. Well, the very first time out, the mount came loose because I didn't put it on right, obviously. I didn't put enough Loctite on the screw to tighten it all down. Came loose. Second time, as the rifle got hot, it started going down, so I did a little, like I said before, some top secret stuff I do to these to neutralize the barrel and the barrel channel. See that? That one came way down. I don't know if I'm liking that. Let's try another one. I'm going to take a look and see where that one went. I can't tell looking through the scope. That one would appear it came down even more. I'm holding the same point of aim. Let's take a look. That one is down, way down by my last shot. So, I am going to try a little experimental here. I'm going to readjust the scope to compensate, and
Yeah, I heard you talk to him. I never heard what the caliber was. 300. When you get me in fence post, I that's the privileged information. Doing about one of
and this one, this shot, there's one more shot I'm going to take after I adjust the scope. It should come up. Then I'm going to let the rifle sit, cool off, and give it another try and see what happens. All right, that one came up. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to let it sit now, cool off. That's what I'm curious about, to see if it's got to do with the temperature on it. All right, guys, as you saw, that was my very first shot off a bore sight, which wasn't too bad. I did a scope adjustment. That was my next shot. And then as I shoot, they just kept progressively coming down, which I don't like. That's not good. I did one last scope adjustment, put it up here, and I'm going to let it sit and cool off. And if it's because of the barrel and it getting hot and that sort of thing, when it cools off, and if that's it, that next shot should be up here somewhere. That's what I'm thinking anyways. All right, guys, this experiment isn't over yet. All right, guys, I've let her cool down.
You're definitely shooting better. But
And I'm going to try. I got 4 more of these left. I am going to try it again and see, now that it's cooled off, if my point of impact has changed. We'll see. I'm going to, this target I just got done, it's a target's already been shot, but I'm going to shoot at the 2 red dots on the right side of the target.
Well, you know, this one doesn't zero out. This one zeroes out.
See it? It did come up. Let's see as I shoot these last rounds with this load. As it warms up again, is the group going to come? Is the shot going to come down again?
Yeah, I would.
Well, or you adjust it.
Well, I'm in the red now, so until I lose my own camera.
Well, that one.
There's not one thing.
That one looks like it's just
I know
either just under or over my first shot.
on any of those that I was at bullseye. You know, if it wasn't for me, I know I could have known. But I still would have killed it.
No, yeah. Yeah, I just won't. Go now. And they'll have one of them. They have a smooth action.
I think I'm going to go change my target. Give this thing a one more real good test. All right, guys. All right, guys. There's my 4 shots of the scope K31 again. First, second, third, I think. Last one right there. So damn. That I don't know. That's I don't know what to make of that. And of course, you see this so-called group here. It was 10 shots with the diopter sights out of my other private series, and that's nothing to write home about either. So far today, I think I'm a bust. All right, as you saw in the last 4 shots I took with this, the first 3 I let it sit and cool. The first 3 were all high of my aim point, a little bit to the right, which was, like I said, I was trying to experiment with something. Remember on the first group I had it, got it sighted, and then after the second shot, the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth shots, they all progressively came down more and more and more. So I let the rifle sit. I actually changed the elevation on it, took one more shot to bring the, with the rifle hot, bring the round back up to bullseye height, which it did. Then I let it sit and cool off. Tried four more shots, and the first 3 shots were high. And but they were all pretty decent. First one and then the second 2 were pretty much right on top of each other. Then the 4th shot came down and actually hit the red dot that I was aiming at. So, at this point, I am thinking the scope and everything is rock solid tight. I don't think it's a scope mount. Once again, I think I'm dealing with an issue of it stringing the rounds by virtue of the barrel getting hot and causing some kind of something to happen in the way it's seated in the stock. So at any rate, I don't have any more of those rounds left. I think there's 11 rounds out of it now, so it's good and fouled. But I'm going to shoot 10 Nosler 175 grain reduced drag factor bullets, 46 grains of IMR 4350. These are seated to 2-inch 280. That's the base to ogive, and it should put the bullet somewhere maybe 20 thousandths off the lands. I am going to shoot at the between the two red dots underneath the black shoot and see. For good, bad, or otherwise, I'm going to take 10 shots, and I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to leave all the adjustments where they're at. I'm not going to change my point of aim. It's going to be 10 shots, well, maybe 2 5-shot strings. And and see how it goes. The barrel has relatively cooled off quite a bit. All right, guys. Here we go. Take a look, see where it went. All right, guys, it's all squirreled out. I'm going to shoot at the two red dots, between the two red dots on the left side of the target. I am going to, looks like it's, if you want to call it looks like it's basically about 2 inches high and about 1 inch to the right. So I'm going to correct the scope right now. I'm going to take 5 more shots with the barrel fairly warm. I gave it 8 clicks down, 4 clicks to the left, and each click is a quarter MOA. So far, I'm not impressed. And I hate when I'm not impressed because it indicates I'm wasting ammunition. All right, between the two red dots on the left side of the target. That one is pretty much right there. Famous last words. That one looks like it's right there too. It's right in the red dot. Pretty much right there, a little bit to the right. That one might have been me. It wasn't too bad, those last 5, but man, the jury is still out. I think I owe it to myself. Well, you know what? I was going to try some GP11. I have 5 rounds of Sierra, these Burger look-alike Sierras, very low drag bullet, 200 grain, reloader 17, 45 grains of it, loaded to 2-inch, 275, base to ogive. Tell you what, I'm going to try these. Let's see what these do. What the hell, right? Well, I remember now that these are these things. Very pointy, extremely pointy. They don't fit in the magazine, I don't think. Nope. They no fit in the mag, so I'm going to have to put these in manually. Let's see, these were kind of a batch of these 200 grain, real low drag, pointy Sierra bullets. I loaded some up, little experiment. All right, I think I'm going to aim at the 2 red dots underneath the black shoot and see between them, being I wasn't able to hit those red dots in my earlier attempt. All right, I'll have to watch the sequence on them. I'm not sure. I think it's somewhere in that group. I think it's somewhere in that group with the other shots I took earlier at those 2 red dots, which is a little bit to the right and high. It has to be those 3 that are right almost on top of each other. Interesting. That one, I think, went a little bit high. All right, last one of these. I don't know. This is an interesting deal. At this point, I have to say I think the scope mount works fine. I think I got some issues with the rifle stringing rounds as it gets hot. So, at any rate, guys, I'm going to have to go home and do a little research, a little playing around and stuff. But that's my day at the range. Nothing to write home about. I have to say I'm not terribly impressed with myself or what I got, but as far as the scope mount goes, I think the scope mount I think it's good. All right, guys. it took a while. I think these are my first 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a slightly warmed up barrel. But after it got a little bit warm, it looks like it started to want to throw groups a little bit better. And then these, kind of that one, these 4 right here are those Sierra 200 grain real pointy burger look-alike bullets. That 4 is pretty, that group right there is not too bad. So, I don't know, guys. Jury is still out. I will say I do believe the scope mount works fine though. Alright guys, you saw the whole day's event with this thing. It was a mixed bag. I did a bore sight on it. First shot was in the black shooting sea. Outer ring about 11 o'clock. Made a scope adjustment. Next shot was basically right on, just underneath the orange bullseye. And then the 3rd, 4th, 5th shots, as I shot it, the rounds just strung straight down. So I've suspected that this thing has an issue of when the barrel gets hot. I think I corrected it from a previous video I did. But I think I still have that issue. I do believe the scope mount works, as my last groups I think will show. But after it got hot, it started throwing decent group. I would say maybe an inch to an inch and a half. And then I shot 5 shots with some 200 grain Sierra very low drag bullets, the burger look-alike bullets. And with the exception of one flyer I had, there was 4 shots that were, I think, under an inch. So I think the scope mount actually works. I think I got an issue with the rifle I'm going to have to sort out. And I don't want to cover up the reality of the shortcomings of any of this. So, what the hell. Bad day at the range is still better than doing a lot of other things, isn't it? Alright guys, that's my pathetic range test today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers, appreciate your comments. I will talk to you later. This is Lencac, over and out.